Well, now we turn our attention to the reshuffle in the oldest Wall Street benchmark stock index, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Nvidia, the chip maker at the center of the AI revolution, is set to join the Dow index. The leader in AI chips will replace Intel on the 120-year Dow Jones Index on November 8th. Additionally, Sherwin-Williams will replace Dow in the index. Nvidia's inclusion in the blue chip index is evidence of the strength of the AI-driven surge that has propelled the chipmaker stock up to 900% over the last 24 months. Now, Nvidia's market value dwarfs Intel's after a two-year surge. Until now, the only significant U.S. market index that did not include Nvidia was Wall Street's oldest, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Well, the largest contributor to stock market gains and the epitome of the AI frenzy is Nvidia. At $3.32 trillion market value, the chipmaker is around $90 billion behind Apple, with shares up 3.2% in post-market trade. Nvidia is likely to overtake Apple as the most valuable business in the world as early as Monday if the gains hold. Intel joined the gauge in November 1999 when it was added along with Microsoft. But Intel has been struggling recently with a turnaround plan. The company has slashed spending in 2024, cut jobs, and suspended investor payouts. Shares have lost 54% this year as well and sank another 2% after the bell on Friday.
Breaking news reverberated through the financial world this past weekend, sending shockwaves and sparking intense discussions among market analysts and investors alike. In a groundbreaking shift that has left industry insiders buzzing with anticipation, Nvidia, the renowned leader in AI chip innovation, is set to replace Intel in the prestigious Dow Jones Industrial Average. This monumental transformation highlights a significant shift in the technology landscape, emphasizing the growing influence of cutting-edge AI and semiconductor technology. The implications of such a change extend beyond mere ticker symbols and directly impact investor strategies, portfolio reallocations, and potentially the fortunes of other tech companies. As Nvidia prepares to make its highly anticipated debut in the Dow, the air is thick with curiosity. What does this inclusion mean for the broader financial tableau and the intricate layers of global economic dynamics? How will this affect consumer trust and brand strength? As we stand on the precipice of this intriguing development, we can only begin to speculate, catching but a glimpse of what the future holds. Each development promises to be as intricate and complex as Nvidia's own advanced AI designs, suggesting a continuous evolution in the tech-centric market environment. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
I mean, obviously, the price action tells a story, without a doubt. And I think, you know, it was clearly a light guide. It was a messy quarter. I mean, beat on the top and bottom, whatever. But the guidance wasn't great. And I think when you go back to ASML, you know, and their earnings, which were messy as well, and then you saw what happened with Taiwan Semi, which I know is Weiss's stock, which was blowout. It just goes to show you that there are a few companies that are really, really winning here. And Nvidia, like we always say, the Beltway and the interstate rides all the way through Nvidia, and I think that's why a lot of folks own it. Weiss?
I mean, let's call it for what it is, okay? You've got a stock that came into the quarter at 80 times trailing PE, which is almost a third higher than what Nvidia was. They don't have the same growth rate. They're still more expensive than Nvidia today, and they're more expensive next year. So what were people thinking? This is purely a momentum trade. I don't care how great a CEO Lisa Su is. I have no reason to believe she's not. I do respect her and like her, and this isn't her fault. Now, her fault may be catching the GPU wave a little late, right? But CPUs are still important. But the point is, it was asinine to own this stock at that valuation when you've got Nvidia selling at a lower valuation. They're both overpriced. I own Nvidia. But I don't know what went through people's minds, and we'll talk about maybe a healthcare company similarly positioned like this. It still makes no sense in AMD.
Well, let's get to two things.
The decision to include Nvidia in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, nudging out long-standing member Intel, is not one made in haste nor devoid of rationale. Nvidia's market capitalization has soared to an astronomical $3.39 trillion, placing it just within reach of Apple's monumental valuation. This pivotal change signals a conscious effort to update and better represent the semiconductor industry within today's tech-centric market ecosystem. The Dow's decision reflects a broader understanding that technological prowess and innovation are now at the helm of global economic growth, and that the Dow must evolve to serve as an accurate barometer of current market realities. As Intel sees its once illuminating glory days fade into the rearview mirror, Nvidia ascends as an industry titan, indispensable for empowering AI capabilities across a diverse range of sectors. Its chips are now integral to applications from gaming to data centers to automotive tech, making it a ubiquitous brand across various high-tech fields. The broader market sentiment reveals a welcome shift towards investing in pioneers of technology. For those speculating about the rationale behind such an impactful shift, the answer lies in the nuanced interplay of numbers and strategic foresight. Historically, the Dow has been a bastion of powerful industrial stocks. However, the past decade has seen technology emerge as the supreme domain of influence and innovation. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Nvidia's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
Last quarter, though, we saw the market a little bit skittish, not a little, very skittish actually, around their spending plans. CapEx continues to go up as they build out artificial intelligence infrastructure. What do investors want to see this quarter?
Investors want to see less spending on CapEx, but the challenge is they can't stop. And so we had about $106.2 billion in CapEx spending in the first half of the year, and we're expecting another $60 billion in Q3, taking out the year to $231 billion in CapEx spending. And that means the big winner is going to be Nvidia, the big winner is going to be energy companies on the other end. However, given that it's so hard to compete on AI and cloud, this is really what gives them the advantage. That's why there's only a few winners in this play. And so what investors are hoping for is slower CapEx spending and, of course, more returns on the AI and more returns on the cloud side.
This index shakeup, therefore, stands as nothing short of a pivotal recalibration, reflecting a broader realignment with contemporary economic realities. Critical to Nvidia's new membership was its astute strategic move to execute a 10-for-1 stock split this past June. This maneuver was crucial in positioning the company as a viable candidate for inclusion in the price-weighted Dow Index, where stock prices carry significant weight in influencing index performance. Without this tactical split, Nvidia's shares would have remained out of reach at an otherwise staggering $1,353 per share, essentially making its inclusion infeasible. As a comedian aptly analogized, investing in the stock market is a lot like golfing. You aim for the green but can still end up in the sand. For Nvidia, the green is tantalizingly within sight following its Dow inclusion. Not only does this prestigious index membership illuminate Nvidia's sterling achievements with a global spotlight, but it also initiates a domino effect among mutual funds and ETFs that align their portfolios with the Dow. These funds now find themselves required to invest in Nvidia, inevitably stoking demand and, quite possibly, elevating its stock price. This compulsory investment could also induce a ripple effect, positively impacting related technology stocks and further consolidating Nvidia's leadership position in the tech sector. Compounding the intrigue, the forthcoming quarterly results from Nvidia, scheduled for release on November 20th, promise to add yet another layer of excitement, keeping analysts and investors alike on tenterhooks for further revelations. This impending financial disclosure could fortify Nvidia's status, acting as a bellwether for the widespread adoption of AI technologies. These upcoming earnings will not only be a reflection of past strategies, but also an indication of the company's capability to harness emerging technological trends, sustaining its growth in the competitive semiconductor landscape. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
I think Nvidia's going to have a big number. I also thought that there was much more to Jensen Huang's fireside chat in India. And when you look at what he was talking about, it's pretty positive. But right now, it doesn't have the catalyst that the others have. But there are, I have HPE on this week. Hewlett Packard Enterprises. Today, I have to tell you.
Oh, you got Antonio tonight, yeah?
He's very good, and I underestimated how great he is initially. But his story is about how he works so well with NVIDIA, and NVIDIA needs help to get in. So, but anyway, I mean, right now, NVIDIA doesn't have the catalyst, so.
No, other than Jensen is everywhere all the time, all at once. I mean,
he's amazing.
Is there any podcast he hasn't been on yet?
Was he on Joe Rogan?
I don't know. Has he not been on Joe Rogan?
Maybe.
I don't know.
He does make himself available, which is nice.
Jason Kelsey?
They have a podcast, right?
Top rated.
He hasn't been on with them either?
I drink Campbell's soup because Jason Kelsey.
Oh, you do? You're
He's
easily influenced.
Of course.
Yeah.
This strategic reshuffling within the revered Dow Jones Industrial Average heralds a formidable new era for Nvidia, one that combines heightened market visibility with the tantalizing possibility of stock price appreciation. Investors now have a rare opportunity to witness the transformative power of innovation and foresight embodied in a single enterprise. It's an exhilarating time for those who have backed Nvidia through its ascent or are contemplating taking the plunge. With its indomitable spirit and strategic agility, Nvidia is positioned to continue altering the competitive dynamics within the global tech industry. The stock now occupies a paramount position within the market ecosystem, proudly carrying the torch for future-forward technology and groundbreaking innovation. As Nvidia prepares to unveil its latest quarterly results, market forecasts hint enticingly at a bullish trajectory, suggesting that the company is far from resting on its laurels. With its robust presence now firmly established among the ranks of the Dow, inevitable questions linger. Could this herald the dawn of a new era dominated by tech giants? Engage with us and share your thoughts. Is Nvidia truly the contender to anchor the future of technology in U.S. markets? As the debate continues, anticipate numerous twists and turns on the exhilarating journey of this semiconductor titan, with each chapter promising to redefine the boundaries of technology and market dynamics. As Nvidia's story unfolds, its impact will likely transcend financial metrics, forging new paths in technological innovation and influencing the very fabric of the digital economy. Join us in witnessing this new chapter in Nvidia's journey, a narrative that stands poised to reshape the contours of the global economic landscape. And finally, if you would like to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.